AI in healthcare a temporary hype cycle or long-term market shift? So each one of you, 1 minute.
I'll go first. I think we're really at the nexus. We're not coming back. We've seen many cycles of innovations, in the Bay Area, in New York, in DC. This one feels different. Even though there is, huge expenditure happening on the CapEx side in terms of the infrastructure, I think this is needed. It's a necessary evil. There are evils associated with this infrastructure on the healthcare side. We can talk about it one day, but I do think that the world is moving in a direction where there is no way we would come back from this in a good way, hopefully. So AI is here to stay. The sooner we all learn to adapt to that new technology, the better we know how to really monetize it, leverage it for impact.
I'll just say it's absolutely a structural shift. Like last year, 2/3 of healthcare providers are saying that they've already started to adopt some level of AI and that they're increasing their budgets to be ready for it. The reason why is purely like economic. Some of the things we talked about here, the shortage of workforce, the 40% of hospitals operate at a loss, so those razor thin margins, and then just more people to care for and less people to do so, more disease to manage. It all points to AI, so it's going to be definitely a structural shift and here to stay.
So AI has been in use in healthcare for decades, not generative AI, machine learning, deep learning. It's been in use, so it's not a hype cycle. Large language models might be more of a hype cycle because we're seeing world models and we're seeing small language models and we're seeing other things emerge that are far more functional and more accurate than large language models and more efficient from a cost perspective. We talked about GPUs earlier. There's a huge environmental and sustainability footprint concern that we didn't even talk about today, that large language models are largely driving the concerns and the conversation around. So not a hype cycle, here to stay, but specific things in it. We need to be precise. We need to understand the terminology of what is and what isn't hype versus overall AI.
What about entry-level people, students who are graduating? What do you think about that? How effective are they?
So it's a full circle issue. There was a dip where anybody with comp sci was not finding jobs. Now people are realizing that AI is far more complicated than they thought, and now all those people that were being pushed aside are now being brought into the mainstream as long as they're getting on the curve. I think that the markets will recover, but I think that they're going to change.
Same questions, both of you, Dennis and Brian.
I think Matt hit it on the head. I think that the beautiful thing about AI in healthcare, it's very specific and it's very functionally oriented versus trying to be everything to everyone. And I think that that's why it's going to be more successful than other sectors. Like the biggest economic use cases are going to be functionally addressed within healthcare more so than other areas of the economy because it is focused. And I think that that's why it's going to be more successful in healthcare. I agree on the large language models. I could see a level of plateauing before reaching kind of higher levels, but those plateaus can be years or decades. I don't know, but we've advanced so much so far. And if you look historically, like machine learning and everything prior to that, you've got these big advancements, some pause, and then further steps up. So, yes.
I would say it's not hype; it's needed. At the same time, since we have investors in the room, I would say be cautious. I'm feeling a deja vu of the .com. I think when we burst, and we are going to, what settles down after that is going to be invaluable to the healthcare industry.
Okay, on this note, please applaud our panelists. Thank you so much.